Well, hello, everyone. This is Dr. Nicole Rankine, and welcome to the Black Entrepreneurs Institute. I am so excited to be here. And as you can see, I am by myself. So, on behalf of the other co founders of the Black Entrepreneurs Institute, Cedric LaFleur, Damian Johnson, and Angela Hooper Minifield, we want to welcome you to another session. And thank you for tuning in. So I'm excited. I have been out for last week. I've kind of missed you all. So I'm excited to be back. And I wanted to come in today to do a special teaching. You know that we have 23 days left to the year. And for those that don't know me, I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. Again, my name is Dr. Nicole Rankine. I'm a certified personal growth coach with the John Maxwell team, and I help young leaders. That's right. I help our millennials, our Gen Zers. I help them with their personal growth and development through teaching, speaking, and coaching. I help them develop their leadership skills, their self-awareness, and communication skills so they can develop all of these soft skills that they can see, own, and achieve their dreams. So I'm excited. I truly have a passion for our younger generation, our young leaders, because they are our future. And so tonight, I want to do a special teaching. I want to have a heart-to-heart. I want to have a heart-to-heart with our young leaders out there. So if you have a young leader in your home, if they're a business owner, if they're thinking about being a business owner, or just looking for the next steps, or just wanting some guidance and needing something to do, parents, go get them. Grab their phone because they're on their smartphone. Grab their phone. Let them know to tune in or share this on their page because I want to have that heart to heart with them as we are moving into the new year. I'm going to give you some tips and strategies so they can truly finish out 2020 strong, but start 2021 even stronger. So millennials, you're out there, pay attention, go grab a pen and pencil and take some notes and join in with me for this special session just for you. So earlier this year, I started what has now been really called a movement. Actually, it started out with an idea where I developed a journal, and it has truly expounded into a movement that is now reaching across the globe, and it has been phenomenal. So, adulting in my purpose is a movement that helps young people with the clarity that they need, gain a sense of who they are, and truly develop a plan to move to their next step. So I'm going to share just a little bit about a snippet of what I do with our young people in the Adulting in My Purpose community. And it's my hope that this adds value to all the young people that are watching out there and put you in the mind of thinking forward, that forward thinking and getting ready, getting geared up for the new year. So Adulting in My Purpose, Jim Rohn said that if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. And we all know this to be true. So when I think about millennials and how you all are going from dealing with all that's going on in 2020 and moving into 2021, Zuckerman author wrote a report in Compare Camp about trends about millennials, and they showed that millennials going into 2021, they're really feeling insecure about their financial future. Over 50% have expressed that they want to start their own businesses now. Self-employment has become a viable means of living, so many people are wanting ideas or maybe have ideas but not knowing how to move forward on them. And a lot of millennials are really experiencing burnout due to overworking and just really overwhelmed and truly want that life balance. So how do we get there? Many people, young adults are really struggling to find their place in life, and wanting the assistance to clarify their goals and their visions and passions when they feel stuck, and identify the things that are holding them back, and gain some new skills, and gain confidence, and gain their self-esteem, and strengthen their self-image, so they can have a greater perspective of life, and truly be inspired to move forward, and design a plan, like how to move forward, whether it's through their career or entrepreneur goals that they may have. And so what I have designed is Adulting in My Purpose. And what we do, we help young people discover who they are, clarify their vision, and develop what I call a solid plan for their next steps. Now, this is all worth it, guys. So I know you can multitask, young people, but this is the time to just tune in and get really focused. Close out the emails. I know you got all the 20 browsers up. Just close them out, close the door, get focused, and let's just have a little heart-to-heart chat for the next few minutes. And so I remember when I was a young person in my 20s, and just trying to figure out life. And I really asked myself the question, where is my life going? What am I doing? I was feeling stuck. I had this career that I developed, and I was really successful, actually. But I was successful on the outside. I had a financial stability. I was in a profession that I was doing great in. And on the outside, it looked like success. But internally, I was feeling stuck. I was really uncertain about how I was moving forward, if I was truly maximizing my capacity, using my potential. I was really feeling empty. I really wanted more out of life, but I didn't know how to get there, didn't know what to do. I fell into a depression. I was truly unfulfilled. Now, if you are a young person out there, how many people have felt that way or are feeling that way? I can relate, and I understand where you're coming from. I understand your pain, and I've been there. I've been at that place. I've been at a place where I have a background in science as a research scientist. I spent 20 years of my life building this massive career, this wonderful career in education and in science, and doing the things that I thought I loved, all to find out that wasn't my passion. It's one thing to climb the ladder of success, but then to look up and see it's leaning against the wrong building, it totally blows your mind about how you spend your life. So I had to make a decision. I had to had that heart to heart with myself and ask myself, what am I going to do? How am I going to transition my life in order to do and have all of the things that I desire and I believe that God had for me? So I made a decision, and I left my profession, and I became an entrepreneur. And that is where I get to do the things that I love to do. I get to help young people find their discover who they are, help them reach their potential, help them make plans, and truly speaking into the lives of our younger generation. And I know that's what I've been called and designed to do. So in all of that, that was a real process for me. Can you imagine going from a stable situation to the unknown? So it really took a leap of faith. It literally took me the ability to jump and grow my wings going down to be able to be doing what I'm doing now. So what I did was I put everything that I did. It was kind of like a 2-year process, and I documented in a journal. So all of the questions, all of the things that I went through, the activities, the people that I spoke to that helped me get unstuck, to help me move to that next level, I documented it and put it all in this journal called Adulting in my purpose? And so when we go through this journal, you'll find that you're looking for answers. And a lot of times we look for answers for that are internal, but we're seeking external answers for internal problems. And what I mean is we can always look for other people, or we look for answers in other things, or we look for answers in other circumstances. But when you're trying to identify who you are and the purpose that you have on life, what is your life purpose? You have to look inside. You have to look within. So you can go and you can do like I did and be in a career and then realize it wasn't the place that you had, it wasn't a place of passion, and now trying to figure it all out. Or you can tap in now at a younger age, and you can avoid a lot of the things, a lot of the pitfalls that I went through now in your age, right? So this is why it's so important. Imagine if you can develop a foundation upon which you can build your life based on who you are and what you believe. You know, a lot of times when we go into careers or we pick our next steps into adulthood, we do that based on other people. It may be based on our parents. It may be based on what society says or deems is a good path for us to take, or it may be built on something that, oh, maybe we thought would be a good idea, but it's not truly based on who we are and who we were created to be and how we were wired and what our personality is. So all of these things can be taken together to help us move in a direction that is in an alignment with who we are. And so imagine getting that type of clarity, getting that type of guide in a journey of self-discovery, right? Of who you are, helping you discover who you are and clarify the visions that you have, and then truly developing a plan so you can be an adult that's living in your purpose. That is what this is all about. So
Adulting in My Purpose is absolutely phenomenal. It's an amazing journal. I've had many journals in my life, have done a lot of reading. This right here allows you to dive deep with who you really are and to definitely find your purpose. Your purpose can change, and it's okay. It's okay for a change to happen. And one thing that this book did for me is to let me know that I don't know who I am. And it's okay not to know who you are, but you have to learn. And this book allows you, or this journal allows you to grasp that concept of who you are, minus what the expectations that reality has set, or the expectation that people have told you that you are. And things that you don't think get to you mentally, it does. Dr. Nicole, this journal is absolutely amazing. Me personally, I have read over the journal twice in different perspectives. The first time I did the journal, I don't feel like I was being 100% with myself. I was looking at it from how other people see me or how I want to be seen, and not taking it for what it is. Who are you? What do you think? If you were put into this situation, how do you see yourself? And be honest. It's okay to be vulnerable in this journal. You realize how you are, how strong you are, how weak you are, what needs to change, what you need to improve on, what you're good at. You learn so much with this journal. Adulting in My Purpose, like I said, is absolutely amazing. If you do not learn and change from this, you did it wrong. This journal allows you can go back, you can redo it and learn so much about yourself, and it allows you to plan accordingly. This is amazing, I promise you.
So the question is, what do you want? Right? As we are nearing down 2020, this has been a year to remember, right? We have gone through a lot in 2020, but all is not lost. 23 days left, but we still have getting ready to go into a new year. So the question is, what do you want? What do you really, really want as a young person? knowing that you have the power and the authority to lead your life, not just accept it, right? So, what is it that you really, really want? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to go in a career that is not necessarily a popular one? Do you want to change and do something different? What is it that you want? What is it that your heart can imagine? What is it that you envision for yourself? You have to ask yourself this question. And in the journal, we go through 7 journeys of self discovery. We first start out with the journey of self reflection, taking a look back of your experiences, taking a look back at the things that you have been through and overcome, and pulling out those learning experience, pulling out those lessons and seeing those patterns and those trends and helping you gain some clues. They said success leaves clues. So giving yourself a time to pause and look back over some of the things that you have done to the point where you are now is going to help you kind of plan out and truly put a plan in for the future. The next journey is the journey of self-awareness. And that is where we begin to learn about ourselves and where we are now. We ask the right questions to help us know, who we are and what are the things that we believe and what are the things that we like, what are the things that we don't like, and truly getting a self-awareness of ourselves, of who we really are. Self-knowledge is our next journey. And then we go a little bit deeper, trying to find and identify our gifts and our strengths and our talents that we have begun. For those who know me, that I am a woman of faith, and I truly believe that God has given us gifts and talents that to be used to help, to one, serve him, and two, to serve others, right? So we all have gifts. Young people, you all have gifts and talents like none other that can change the world, but you have to be able to identify them. You have to be able to know what these are. So we go through that. And then self-belief will help you hone into the core of your belief system. What do you value? What are the core values? What are the standards that you have? What are the limiting beliefs that you have? What are the things that are holding you back? We delve into that in the journey of self-belief. Then we go into the journey of self-improvement, where we take a look at your life kind of in a holistic way. We look at the 7 or 8 areas of your life, including your personal development, your finances, your career or profession, your health and wellness, your relationships, your social life, and your fun and relaxation. Like, this is life, right? You want to live life. You want to be able to be present and enjoy the life that you live, right? So we look at is how can we prove our life holistically in the journey of improvement. And then the journey of self-planning is all about goals and achieving goals and truly honing down into what we want and how we're going to put steps together to get there. And the last journey we have is the journey of self-motivation, because in this journey, when you have dreams, when you have goals, when you have desires, you're going to have to motivate yourself. There has to be a burning desire that comes from within order to keep you moving forward. That motivation is going to keep you moving. It's going to keep you holding on to the disciplines that you need to move forward. So we talk about getting that self-motivation. So that is a whole course. But today, I just want to hone in on the journey of self-planning. I thought this would be befitting to do for this session, because like I said, we have 23 days left, and I want to help you truly start planning. I don't want you to wait till January. I don't want you to wait till the new year to begin with your vision boards and to start with your goal setting. this is the time to do it. You want to do it now, right? So whatever it is of how you're going to get to the next step, this is the time to start. We got 23 days left, right? You want to go into the new year with some clarity. You want to go into the new year with an idea of how you're going to grow yourself and what you're going to do. So the journey of self-planning is so important. Frank Becker said, the whole secret of freedom from anxiety over not having enough time lies not in working more hours, but in proper planning of the hours that you have, right? So this is what we're going to spend a few more minutes on, of the importance of self-planning. So self-planning really is going to give you the clarity that you desire. It's going to help you kind of put a course to action that you're going to follow, with purpose and achievable results, right? We just don't want to plan. We want to make sure that we are able to achieve the results and know exactly where we're going. I always give the analogy of a GPS. When you're putting into points of a GPS, the 2 points that you need to know is where you are and then where you're going. Those are the 2 points where you have to have clarity, and knowing, once you have that clarity, then and only then when the GPS will kind of spurt out the actual steps in order to get there. So a lot of times as young people, what happens is we know where we are, but we spend so much time trying to figure out the steps in the middle without getting that clarity of where we're going. So here we are trying to figure out life and not having a clear direction, not knowing how to move forward. And when that happens, that brings that chaos, that brings that frustration, that brings that sense of unknown. And then that in turns into the anxiety and the overwhelm that you may be feeling as young people. So self-planning gives you that clarity. Not only that, it increases your satisfaction and achievement. As I said, when you're planning, it involves great discipline and determination. So having a plan, meeting a goal, and achieving success is going to help you feel like you are now having that life purpose, like you are waking up with purpose, you're doing something intentional, like you are making a difference. And that's what self-planning does. It helps you increase that satisfaction in your life and what you're doing, because now you're moving and you're working and you're speaking and thinking, all with a sense of purpose and a sense of ultimate achievement. And then ultimately, you want to plan, but you want to plan to achieve your goals, right? It's just not about just setting the goals or making a vision board. We got to put the plans to action, right? Have massive action and to achieve your goal. So with that, with self-planning, it helps you to move forward. I like the quote by Joel Barker. It says, vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. And vision with action can change the world. And that's right, young people, you all have the ability to change the world with all of the greatness that is within you. You can change, you can do some amazing things and have some great impact in the world. And lastly, what self-planning does, it helps with your self-esteem. How many people know that when you're able to accomplish a goal, set a goal, accomplish goal, achieve a goal, have success, you feel good about yourself. You have gained more confidence. You feel like, okay, I can do this. And then not only when you do one, you can say, I could do this again. And then you do it again and again and again. So overall, it improves your self-esteem and boosts your confidence level. So when we think about what I did in adulting in my purpose, many of you have maybe heard of SMART goals. SMART goals stands for specific, measurable, obtainable, relevant, and time-based or timely. And a lot of times when I was taught about the SMART goals, I always thought there was something missing, because as you think about SMART goals, making sure that your goals are detailed and meaningful, that they are in alignment with your mission, in alignment with the resource that you have, and they're quantifiable. But what if you don't know what your purpose is? What if you don't know what your mission is? How do you know that a goal that you set is obtainable? So I thought there was, SMART goals are great, but if you don't know the foundation, it's kind of hard. And then you just may be making goals that are still not in alignment with who you are. So what I did, I developed what I call a 9-step system of self-planning called a solid plan. And it's very intense, but it is so worth the time to put in, to put your goals through the solid plan, so you can truly understand what you're doing, how you're doing it, when you're doing it, and why you're doing it. So the 7 steps to this solid plan, the first step is S, set your intention. And setting your intention is so important, because this is the first step of your journey of self-planning. It's setting your intention is where you think about your why. You take your goal and you ask yourself, why have I set this goal to achieve? Why is this goal important to me? Not my parents, not society, not my peers. Why is this goal important to me? And what do I plan to achieve by obtaining this goal? How is obtaining this goal gonna make me feel, and what kind of impact what will I have by achieving this goal? So you're setting your intention before you even start out with the goal. You're asking yourself why. Why are you going to do this? This is so important. Knowing your why, right? Knowing your why is going to help you stay motivated. Knowing your why is going to help you move forward in those times when you get stuck, or you have limiting beliefs or self-doubt. You think about your why and you say, wow, okay, I can't quit now. I got to keep going. I got to keep moving forward. So setting your intentions is S. And that is the start of this solid plan journey. Set your intention. O is to organize your ideas. So a lot of times we get ideas, or we think we can, there's so many ways, especially now, there's so many ways that we can accomplish a goal. So we got to think about this. We got to organize the methods that we can take, and the strategies that we can take to accomplish goals. A lot of times we see now, especially young people, you guys are so creative. The things that took my generation and Gen Xers and our baby boomers hours and hours to do, you guys are doing it in within minutes, right? So there are so many ways and so many strategies that you can do to get to a goal that you have. So you want to think about these things, organize these ideas, write down different methods, different strategies. Think about, and if you can't think about, that's when you grab a thinking partner, reach out to a mentor, reach out to a coach, have that ability to kind of think outside the box and brainstorm some ideas on how you can achieve these goals and organize them in a way. And we go through this as in the course to help you organize your ideas and how to do that. The next thing, once you have your ideas, then you want to link your resources. What are the resources that are needed for you to achieve your goal? And think about, think ahead. What are the things that you may need? And then ask yourself, what do you have right now? Because a lot of times we don't move forward in our dreams. We don't move forward in our goals because we think that we have to have so many things. We have to have these particular things in order to start. But you can start right now. So assess, what is it that you have right now that you can move forward? And then think about, how can you get the other resources? So that's L. I is identify potential challenges. And this is so important, because what this does, it helps you to avoid a lot of the pitfalls ahead of time. So we know life happens, right? I don't know anybody who in 2019, when they were planning their new year and writing their vision board, that they had planned for a pandemic, but things happen, right? And so we have to be able to shift. We have to be able to pivot. We have to be able to be flexible. So we have to, in identifying potential challenges, you identify ways that you can move when obstacles come. So thinking ahead of time, when those challenges come, they're no longer a challenge. You see, every problem just presents itself an opportunity for you to learn and move forward. So thinking about that, thinking about what problems or obstacles that you can anticipate will help you in your journey. And then the D of solid plan is determine your priorities. Now, as young people, you guys have a lot of things going on. You want to do so many things, but what you put your energy to, that's what increases. That's what flows. And so you want to prioritize the things. We know that we have 86,400 seconds in a day. So we all have the same time, but it's about what we do with the time that we have, right? So thinking about identifying and determining what is it that you want to focus on. What is it that you want to complete? What is it that you need to take off your plate or stop doing in order to gain some time so you can focus on the goals? Determine your priorities. If you're wanting to start a business, what are the things when you think about setting your intention, organizing your ideas, what resources that you have? What are your priorities? What are the first things that you need to do? If you're wanting to go back to school, what are the first things that you need to do? So determine your priorities and get yourself focused on the things that you need to do to move forward. And the next thing, the P in solid plan, is prepare action steps. Now it's time to ask yourself, what is it that I'm going to do? Be specific. This is the time where you use the SMART goals and find an anticipated date, a month, a day, a year. Put a date to that thing that you're wanting to accomplish, and be specific. Make sure that they're measurable. How are you going to measure the goal, and prepare the action steps that are going to be needed in order for you to achieve and move forward in this goal? And then you take action. L, launch into action. We're just not out here just trying to make goals just so we can have a pretty vision board. We need to take action. Faith without works is dead. We have to do the work. And I know it can be overwhelming, especially as a young person. And you may think, oh, I do that when I get older. But as we can see, and it's a cliche saying, tomorrow is not promised, but it's so true. So now is the time for you to develop yourself. Now is the time to understand who you are so you can move in your potential and move in your passion and use the gifts and talents that you have been given to give to this world, right? It's time to launch into action. And then A of solid plan is activate your faith. I can't do anything outside of my faith, and I can only share with you what worked for me and works for many. Is you got to believe in something that's greater than yourself. It has to be bigger than you. Activate yourself. Believe in something bigger than you. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. Every single day, speak to yourself. Tell yourself that you can do it. Tell yourself, say those affirmations. And in the journal, we go through the course, we help you develop ways to activate your faith. And then lastly is N, never give up. This journey of self-discovery, this journey of achieving your goals, getting to your vision, achieving your dreams, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's going to take time. It's going to take a process that you have to embrace. I know as young people, you're in this microwave society that you want it now. I know. I get it. Trust me. I get it. But when you're thinking about leaving a legacy and living a significant life, it's going to take time. And you have to embrace that time. You may be able to use the tools to do things faster, but it's still there's a germination process that's going to take time for that seed that you have to develop and grow and flourish and produce the fruit that you desire. So never give up. As they say, winners never quit, and that's the truth. Winners never quit, right? But if you quit, you will never win. So it's important to never give up. And in that stage, what we do, we help our young people, help you evaluate your process. What are some of the things that you're going to use to know that you're staying off on track? How are you going to measure? And then most important, how are you going to celebrate? Never giving up means you got to celebrate your small goals, because the big goals and your big dreams are nothing but small disciplines and small habits consistently over time. That is what gets to the big change and gets you to the dreams. So you want to celebrate, when you achieve a small goal. I remember one of the students that came through the course, she just last week or the week before last texted me and said, Dr. Nick, I want to let you know that, as I was in my course, I had this goal and I had to she's wanting to go to nursing school. So she was preparing for her test. So she was telling me, that she took her test, but she didn't pass, but she was so motivated and she knew her why, that she was just focused on the next time. And she was celebrating that moment that previously, prior to taking the course, she would have got defeated and would not have moved forward. But with this solid plan that she has, now she's motivated and she's like, okay, I'm going to take it. And she told me the date. So we celebrated and we celebrated. So do that. You have to do that for yourself. Never give up. Making sure that you celebrate.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nicole and Violet, for the wonderful, wonderful, life-changing course on adulting in my purpose. I am so changed. My life is never the same. I am applying all these lessons in every aspect of my life. I have a solid plan for my business. I have a solid plan for my own life and for my relationships, for my family. Thank you so much for everything that you have taught us, for giving us your time, your valuable time, and just sharing your wisdom with me. I'm really grateful. It's not easy to find somebody who is willing to offer their time to just teach you about life. And then because life is really complicated, and if you do not find the right path, most of the times you find yourself heading towards downfall. But we are so lucky to have you people, to have you guiding us, giving us your wisdom, giving us your life experiences, and just showing us the way and supporting us, holding our back, even not now, even for the coming future. We know, I know that you are people I can look up to, people I can come to whenever there is a problem and just get advice to move on with my life. Thank you so much. May God bless you so much. I'm really, really, really touched, and I'm really grateful. Thank you so much.
Well, ask yourself, young people are going through the process of the self discovery of adulting at my purpose all over the world. Like I said, it has been an amazing journey, what started with my own transformation, what started with my own process of coming into who I was. And I thought I knew who I was, but there was so much more to me that I didn't have I was didn't ha- wasn't tapped in. And it was through personal growth and development that I was able to raise my lid and raise my capacity and truly start thinking outside the box and seeing greater possibilities for myself. And that is what led to the adulting in my purpose. And this has opened the doors for other young people, for to have an impact on young people all over the world. So what if what if you could take a course that can help you get unstuck if that's where you are? What if you could take a course that will help you gain clarity and teach you how to develop the plan that will help you get to your next steps? What would it mean to you if you had a solid plan to help you move forward? A lot of times that in life we all just need that little boost, right, to move forward. So what if you had that? So if you're feeling stuck, if you don't want to hold yourself back with limiting beliefs, if you don't want to remain uninspired, if you don't want to just go with the flow and you want to lead your life and truly start 2021 off strong and make it and create it and lead it to be one of the best years and not waste your potential, then I have two choices for you. We can have option A. We have the journal that is available at Amazon. The link is in the comments. So you can go ahead and get the book, get the journal. You can do it yourself as a self-study. There's going to be a lot of more trial and error. And you might want to wish that you are doing the journey with others, but it's possible to go through the journal by yourself and take that self-discovery journey. But then option two is to enroll in our next Adulting in My Purpose course that is starting in January. And the reason I wanted to start in January was because I want you guys to get into a rhythm and a discipline of personal growth and development, so we can start the year with the growth plan that you will implement throughout the whole year, right? And this will be definitely in a group setting, so you'll be with other young people like yourself, other like-minded people, other people wanting to grow, other people who are wanting to transform their life, other people who are stuck and wanting to get unstuck, and working together in this movement of adulting in my purpose. So what are some of the possibilities? Again, here's some of the students that have went through the course. Harold said that he went through the course and he was able to gain more insight about what was holding him back from pursuing his dreams, as well as the steps to take to help him get out of his own way and make strive to achieve his goals. Michelle said that when she first came in, she was shy, and she felt like she came in at the right time because she felt that it was God who gave her the opportunity, because for years she wanted to get focused and to learn more about herself and learn more about who she was, and this gave her the opportunity to discover herself on a deeper level and gain more confidence. She said she left more confident in her journey. She was able to share her struggles, and even in a short cohort, she became family with those that she was in the course with. And so she recommends the program to anyone, and she says she's told all her friends. So the great thing about this course is this was designed with young people in mind. And I know that you guys are into the don't want anything long and drawn. So this is a 7-day course. It's a 7-day course of you will go through the process, the self-discovery process of self-reflection, self-awareness, self-knowledge, self-belief, self-improvement, self-planning, and self-motivation over the course of 7 days. It's really intense, but if you commit, if you are disciplined to devote your time and invest in yourself, it can change your life. So with the course, you're going to get 7 live teaching calls where we come on and I will share and I'll do the teaching, helping you understand each of the journeys and guiding you through that process. We have Q&A sessions and support that if you are having trouble and you're stuck, you're able to come on and ask the questions that you need to ask that's going to help you move forward. We have video recorded lessons. You'll get a downloadable guide for yourself. You'll also get a personal growth plan template so you can write out your plan for the year. Once you finish the 7 days, write out your plan of how you're going to grow for the year and have that. So now when you're moving through 2021, now you have the clarity. And then for those that want to start a business, we have a start a business self-assessment to get you ready, for that journey of entrepreneurship. You'll get an e-version of Adulting in My Purpose, the journal. And then we also have a private Adulting in My Purpose Facebook community that you will be able to leverage and take hold of and lean in and join in with other people just like you and grow together. That is what and the value of that, all of that will be upward towards about $1,000. But I'm not giving that to you because I want you to succeed. And I know most people in their 20s and 30s do not have thousands and thousands of disposable income to invest in their personal development. I get it. But I want to help you. I have the passion. Those who know me know that this is my heart. And I want to be able to set up a platform for you where you can get the things that you need and get the things that you need to move forward so you can tap into the greatness that's inside of you and truly be your best self. So the Adulting in My Purpose course will normally retail at $147 with a value of $997. But for you, your total investment is $99. That is less than an iPhone. That is less than a pair of shoes that you would buy. And investing in yourself is the greatest investment that you can make for your future. So for $99, this is a game changer. This course is a game changer, and I'm excited to lead the charge, to lead this movement to help young people. Again, we have 23 days to the countdown of the new year. Don't go into the new year without a plan of how you're going to grow. The link is in the comments. Go ahead and register. And I want to be able to see you in 2021 and let us get you to where you want to go so 2021 can be your best year yet. So that is what I want to share with you. That was my special teaching, that heart to heart with my millennials, with my late Gen Zers. So again, parents, let your children know that there's an opportunity for them to come together with a community to grow themselves so they too can be their best self and do the things that they have been called to do. So guys, thank you for this opportunity to my EL community. Thank you for allowing me to come in and just share my heart with my young people and just share the things that I have going on. Next week, you guys want to tune in because next week we have a special guest, on-air talent, David Wilson, better known as the Business Savage. He is all about teaching people. He has a podcast called the No Nonsense Market Domination Podcast. So he's teaching business owners how to dominate in the marketplace. So you don't want to miss out on next week and our special guest. And let you know, for those people who are wanting to level up their business, if you are a business owner and you are wanting to take your business to the next level, if you are thinking about starting a business, especially going into 2021, if you had a plan to start a business, our Black Entrepreneurs Bootcamp is going to start January 5th. You want to make sure that you are in there. You want to make sure that you want to register. We take you through an 8-week intensive boot camp where we're going to help you build the system that you need in order for your business to be sustainable long term. I mean, we take you back to the basics, making sure that you have a viable business plan. You think that many people who have businesses have a business plan, but that's not true. So we'll take you back to making sure you have a viable business plan. Then we'll help you to define your niche or make sure that your niche is clearly defined. And then your branding. What is your branding voice? How are you using your colors? How are you showing up in the market? We'll teach you about strategies on sales and how to negotiate and how you're going to do your pricing. And then we have demonstrations and role plays. It's an amazing session, an amazing opportunity to help you elevate your mindset and your money. So go ahead, register. The link is in the comments. Black Entrepreneurs Institute Bootcamp starting January 5th. You don't want to miss it. So thank you again for the opportunity to share. You all have a wonderful and blessed evening.